okay.
Yeah, so we've been talking about how the clothes, how the shoes, how the let's say outside layer can change our psyche, and it's important for sure. But you said that it's said that people can't think about the inner body. They more focus on the outer, let's say, body.
Well,
And you know, the idea is that for sure you can see that, yeah, that's the strong, let's say, tunnel of the, you know, of the information to get the improvement. But I think the simplest question, not question, but the task to do, or lesson to do from the neuro awareness, is to imagine that you have something really good with your feet, for example, yeah, like shoes, like really nice shoes, or maybe your feet are so, you know, nice, everybody looking at them, yeah, and you're
I
walking
know.
in. And even now we can think about that. Okay, I have really nice shoes, or I have really nice feet, and other person will look at me, yeah, and
Okay.
when you try it, you will feel the different motion in your body. You will feel the different, you know, pattern of movement when walking, you know, through the, I don't know, gallery or whatever. Yeah, that's why, you know, that's why women buying this high tie, no, not
High
high tie,
heels, high
high
heels.
heels,
Yeah,
high
women.
heels shoes to, you know, to change the psyche state, I think.
Yeah, I
And
think this is important, especially in women. I mean, to look well, although men should look well as well, I think.
yeah, yeah, they should, but you know, the targets or maybe the thoughts are a little bit different. Women's are more connected with the beauty, and now it's changing for sure, yeah, because guys, you know, all these barber shops and all the stuff, that's this stuff is changing as well. So guys, let's say, showing off as well. But I still think that women are more on neuro awareness, yeah, or more neuro connected, because
Okay.
of that, yeah, because you know, they more with connection with the feet, for example, yeah, doing
The
nails
feet,
and
yeah,
the feet, and with the nails in the hands, you know, face creams and stuff like that, yeah. So not creams,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like body awareness. Is it neuro awareness? Do you think
Yeah,
the
it's
same?
it's some kind of neuro awareness, because you know, when I having the guys in my rooms, like they they usually came as you know, hard workers, as hard office workers, as you know, this let's say basement for all the financial, all the material stuff in the family, yeah, in
That's
the
a nice word, basement, because you
yeah.
didn't say cellar or something or foundation. You said basement. Yeah, basement is where it is dark. Yeah, and you
Yeah,
not so
and
much light. Just sweatshops are in basement. So hard work, no, not much
yeah,
light,
yeah.
disconnected from their bodies. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you know, this basement is shouldn't look good. Yeah, like, you know, usually it's not so like clear. You know, with some, I don't know, blue shirt and whatever. Yeah, so that's why probably guys are a little bit too much in basement, yeah. So that's the targets, but when you switch the country, for example, you can see that the guys are, you know, more appeared, yeah, they are not living in a basement of the neuro awareness. They're living in, like, you know, level 0, level 1, yeah. So I think it depends on you know, psyche, on maybe on which country we choose, which population we choose, for sure, yeah. But how to improve that, you know, our clothes can improve ourselves, yeah. how
Yeah,
to how
that's
to
an
find this.
ingenious idea, I think.
Yeah, it's you know, and if we think about that, we're doing a lot of material stuff, like, you know, phones, cars, houses, everything, to
Hair dryers, yeah.
hair dryers, microphones, and
I mean
everything.
microphones,
Yeah,
Accu
we
mics.
like Mike's, we wish to find the way how to improve ourselves or how to feel better, maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is starting when you're starting to compare yourself to others, because if something is beauty, something is dirty and not beauty. Yeah.
Exactly.
And the problem is starting when you're starting to compare, because you giving the idea of even giving your thoughts outside. Yeah. Even giving your feeling outside. It depends on how other people respond. Yeah. So if it's coming
Yeah, you
with
kind of, sorry, but the word came to my mind, externalize. Yeah, you externalize everything,
yeah,
and even
yeah,
your sense of value, maybe.
yeah, and it never comes and it never ends. Yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
this hope of external happiness, we can say. Because when you get some amount of money or some amount of let's say external beauty, you wish to have another beauty. Yeah? You wish to
You want
improve.
to
And
go level up, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
you wish to
Uh-huh.
go level up. Maybe some other persons will show, okay, that was all right, but for my level you need to improve yourself outside more. Yeah. So you can see that with the plastic surgery problems. Yeah. You can see that with the bankruptcy, when people buying the supercars, even if they don't have money for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea of let's say compensation, or idea of trying to improve ourselves, trying to feel ourselves from the outside. Yeah. So the source is going from the outside, but the truth is that the source should come from the inside. Because
Mm-hmm.
usually when I'm having this kind of patient in my rooms, uh, it appears that they have the problem inside. They have some blockage, they have some trauma in the body, they have some problem with heart, problem with liver, and they try to compensate these problems with the external world. Yeah. But it's like building the houses on the sand. Yeah.
Yeah, House
It
of
so
Cards.
house of cards. so
But
so
on the
it's
sand, it's a perfect metaphor. But then I would like to also use that word attention, yes, because external changes, as you said, draw attention.
mm,
And again, we kind of assimilate attention with maybe with love. So if we get attention, then we feel, like stronger and important and
mm,
valuable. If we don't
yeah.
get the attention, then and clothes helps. And one thing I would like to say, of course, you cannot base all your kind of strategy to improve your life on the clothes,
mm,
but if they help you a little bit, why not? Yeah, why not
yeah.
to cheat the system a little bit? And then of course the feedback should go inside. Yeah, so I feel better outside, get attention, feel better inside, and
Mm.
a positive
Feedback.
so-called
Yeah.
virtuous circle. Mm.
Yeah, but this outer world feedback is hopeless, I think, because it can appear that you will get this, let's say, attention,
It is
but
capricious. Yeah.
yeah, it is capricious, and you will
Mm.
catch one person who will say, okay, that's the shitty clothes, what are you doing
Yeah,
here?
yeah, for
Get
sure.
lost. Yeah. And everything disappear. Yeah. Your all this, let's say, cloth or outer world stuff is disappearing.
Yeah,
um yeah. And even if we take the word attention, it's connected with tension. Yeah.
with
Attention.
tension. Yeah.
And so to get attention you have to be tense. Yeah, like a bird's trying to do some special dancing during
Okay. Yeah, I
copulation. and
agree. Yeah.
and like guys are from the bodybuilders going
Mm-hmm.
on the molo in Sopot or whatever. Yeah.
Super
that's the
tense.
that's the attention. Yeah. That's the tension to get attention. And that's consuming a lot of energy. That's
Yeah, for
consuming,
sure.
that is like, taking driving the bus to the normal market. Yeah. Even you can walk, you can
Yeah,
go by bicycle.
this
But
uses our bodies, or taking a plane, yeah, to go to Krakow, yeah, from Katowice. This doesn't make
yeah.
sense, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
for example. So this tension, it's energy consuming, it's psyche consuming, I think. And if we think about that, okay, let's start from the inner world. Let's
mm-hmm,
start from the even to meet different parts of our bodies. Yes, to have a look in our knees, to touch them, to to try to do something with your knees, with your feet, to find the connection in your body. That appears that you have some more neuro awareness that can improve your feelings about you and your decision and your voice and your um, even even imagination, I think, and even the perspective which way you will go in your life. Yeah, you can switch that by the awareness of your body, but by the awareness of your
mm.
neuro system. Yeah,
Well,
by
I
the
totally agree that when we feel well, I mean, nothing else cares. When you feel really well inside your body,
yeah.
this happened, for example, when you gave me some of those herbs, your Chinese herbs, at some point, and I felt for the first time for years, I felt like, oh my goodness, this is what it means to be healthy, more or less. Yeah,
Mm.
this is like a point that I will use probably as some sort of comparison, and then you know where to go. But also, what I'm trying to say here is, you if you feel well, then nothing else matters. Yeah, so those clothes or whatever, it's not so important
Yeah,
anymore.
if you feel well, you will attract these things. You will attract these things,
Hmm.
not in mode of getting attention. Yeah, the feel the things are changing, but without tension, we can say. Yeah,
Hmm.
now,
Hmm.
so it's like judo. Yeah, you're fighting, but you're trying to to win by don't putting the force.
By
Yeah,
the
or
least effort,
uh,
yeah, the
yeah,
least
or
effort. Hmm.
yeah, least effort or even direction of the force of the other persons. Yeah, so
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
your force in a force as well. So so it's strictly connected with that we should manage the forces inside, yeah, in our bodies, in our movements, in our
Hmm.
possibilities, and then this force will appear as a as a, for example, gold medal. I mean the clothes, for example, yeah, like some mark. Okay, I'm on this level, but you can't buy, for example, gold medal, put it on your chest, and thinking, okay, gold, yeah.
I'm a gold
Uh,
medalist.
yeah, you
Definitely
will have
not.
some feeling inside for sure. You will have some
Uh-huh.
feeling inside, but it's coming from the outside, yeah. And yeah, I have a funny situation this weekend. My son was starting in his first judo competition,
Oh, he
and
practices judo. I didn't know. Wow, how
yeah,
beautiful.
and he lost the, let's say, the competition, the fights. But anyway, because it's a competition for kids, that they giving the medals for everybody, yeah, the same medals, yeah.
Hmm.
Now it's quite a good idea because
It's a good
it's
idea. Okay.
disconnecting if everybody will get the clothes, yeah, that doesn't mean everybody are good, yeah. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
you
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's
For a young age is a good idea. I
yeah.
think. Yeah. Hmm.
So and he appears, he said me something like, father, I am angry, but I am funny angry on myself. you know
What an insight.
yeah, what it is. It's funny, but
From
I'm
a
angry
young
on
man.
myself. And I ask him, why are you angry on yourself? Because I lose, yeah.
Yeah.
And I ask him, is that strong? This angriness?
Mm-hmm.
No, it isn't. And what this angriness will give you or wish to say to you, that I should practice a little bit more because I was a little bit lazy last month. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, so this angriness is quite good for time being, yeah. But if
Mm-hmm.
you feel it's too strong, like, oh, I'm too bad, I will, it's getting you to the depression state, we can say, or it's getting you to it's too strong.
Mm-hmm.
Just forget, yeah. Just have it and don't care about these
Observe
words,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Observe it, yeah. And because it's a thin line, really thin line between, you know, have the auto aggressive and have the, let's say, a little bit inner tension to improve yourself. Yeah.
Exactly, and it should be our choice if we want to use this anger to improve, yeah, because but at the same time those opponents in judo or anywhere else, they are also our friends somehow because they show us where we can
Mm,
improve. So if we apply this real sports kind of philosophy that it's not it's not a fight in the
mm.
sense it's not to destroy the other but just to improve yourself, then I think it's healthy.
Mm. Yeah, and you know, yeah, it's healthy. And I was, you know, coming back in time and trying to find a
Hmm.
solution for myself because I was starting the competition. It was like in my 17th year when I was 17
In your
years old.
teens, yeah.
uh, and uh, and nobody told me that, okay, you know, now there's a lesson about that, how you will feel with your body with this, let's say, pressure a little bit,
Yeah.
how to feel in your body inside, and you know, and how to get the progress from it even if you lose. Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
and I was only thinking about the fighting and, you know, getting get win and get the medal, for example. Yeah, it was like, you know, direct target. I haven't seen all these patterns. Yeah, so if you have this, you are fixed on the problem or fixed on the target, and you will not achieve that, everything disappears. It's like, you know, getting the results from the outside world. Yeah, like we talk about the clothes,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
yeah. I see the
So
the connection.
but all the inner game is inside. Yeah, it should be inside, but nobody, you know, tells me that, okay, it will be a huge inner game, you know. It
Inner
will
game.
be
That's the right word.
it will be, you know, you will feel confused, you will feel strong, you will feel, it will be like, you know, a little bit storm. Yeah, a little brainstorm in your body. Yeah, and nobody said me that. So I choose the, you know, the marks, I choose the medals, I choose the, you know,
Hmm.
targets. Yeah. But from George, my son, let's say, perspective, for the time being, we get so much information from this judo competition because when we've been, you know, leaving the home before this competition, he was like, you know, he doesn't wish to go, maybe like, you know, 50-50. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then he started, oh, my leg is a little bit pain, and I said, wow, what's a, you know, mechanism of, you
Yeah.
know, finding
Psychosomatics. Yeah.
psychosomatic mechanism, finding the, you
Mm.
know, the source of finding the problem in the body to, you know, to stop the brain even working about some topic. Yeah, because this topic is quite hard, like, okay, should I go, should I not, maybe, you know, it's a little bit stress.
It is.
And so the psyche just straightly, you know, push it to the leg. And I told him, you know, told him, you know, this leg is only a little break. I mean, you know, a handle break,
Hmm.
like in your cars. That's trying to, you know, stop yourself. Yeah. But if you don't wish to go, we can stay at home. It's a weekend, we can go, you know, for something else. Yeah. Yeah, for skate park or whatever. But he decided to go, and he decided to go for these competitions, and he was a little bit confused. Like, I felt that he was like, you know, 50-50 still. And
Hmm.
in fight
Hesitant.
yeah, hesitant. And in fights you can feel that as well, because I was recording that, and then we analyzed that. Yeah, like, okay, what was, you know, what was your body movement, how did you feel, and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was a little bit confused. Anyway, but the biggest part of this judo competition was that after he said, you know, father, after during this competition my leg didn't hurt. and I said to him, it's like a little elf, like bad elf in your body, trying to tell you, oh, don't go, George, don't go. You should, choose the pathway of the maybe not comfort, but some different, ideas, yeah. And you can speak to this elf, yeah, in your body, and you can tell him, okay, now you will work for me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because when he get this idea about this elf in the leg, he said, okay, next time I will kick him in the ass and he will fly in the sky, yeah, and I will kick him off from my body. And I told him, this elf is coming from your body, this pain is coming from your
Yeah.
body, so you can go to him, just
Mhm.
speak to him. Okay, I will give you the armor, I will give you the golden axle and something like that, and now you will fighting for me, for my team, yeah.
Exactly, that's a
And
great idea. Also, coming from Thich Nhat Hanh, I always pronounce it badly, but this is this Zen master from Vietnam. He says that
mm,
only noticing and saying, "Hello, my old friend. I see
mm,
you. I see your needs." This is sometimes
mm,
enough, to ease probably this habit, for instance, that we have, or this pain. Yeah. So to say, "Hello, my old friend, my old habit. I know you are there. I see you."
yeah.
But I'm going to do something else. Excuse me, but I don't want to drink coffee, for instance. But I still drink. But
Hello,
and
my little
also
friend.
also inner game, yeah, inner game, such an important thing. So in transurfing, they talk about the world is some sort of a mirror, yeah, and
Mm,
I don't know. I thought I was thinking a lot about this, and I treat this reality as some sort of. It has a very important part in developing our inside. Yeah, this outside world. I
mm,
mean, it's interconnected. Yes, and you can strengthen your inner game by participating in life. Yes, not
yeah.
sitting on your couch or in the ivory tower and thinking about things. And this leads us to one important video that I saw this morning, is that if you are in long story short, if you are in a certain state of mind, this state of mind will want to perpetuate
Mm-hmm.
unless you can get into another state. And it's not easy. We need to kind of work on our energy and then kind of make it more vibrant.
Yes.
But we have also a switch, a sort of a fuse that, let's say you are in an argument with somebody and you realize that you are doing stupid things. So there is one switch, the survival switch we can call it, that makes you like boom, yeah, suddenly you can go out of the situation, but it doesn't apparently activates at all times. But you see the situation that you are in argument and you know that you are doing stupid things, but you cannot get out of it, yeah, of the state.
Mm, mm.
So I think inner game is the ability of getting out of the state, if it's not too late, obviously.
Yeah, and the problem of the inner game, as you said, is that we're thinking it is only have the appearance in the brain, in the thoughts, and the inner game is not only in the thoughts. If we lose it, and if we let's say leave it only in the thoughts,
Okay.
it will stop working because the tension or maybe the information, these fuses are too this information is too many appearance too many thoughts appear, maybe like that. Too many thoughts appear, and you can't take all this information and get the switch. Where is it? Yeah. So that's why this neural awareness is so strongly, let's say,
Okay.
helpful in this
Hmm.
situation, because you can take this brain to your body, yeah, and you're lying down on the floor and just asking yourself, okay, what is the different? Where is the tension when I'm appeared, and which part of my body are lost, like in dark
Hmm.
side, yeah.
Hmm.
And you just disconnecting. We can say not disconnecting, but connecting your brain, or having the awareness that your brain is in your whole body, and you can manage that by a little bit movements, connecting the two hands, connecting hands with feet, looking at your feet, and like that, to to find the solution, yeah, because as you said, this inner game, we have some technique for the inner game. We have some techniques of the let's say walking by these pathways in our brains, in our thoughts, and following
Mm.
them. Yeah, but it's like a show, it's like a movie, yeah. And we in neuro awareness we are telling that, okay, the movie is quite all right, it's helpful, but you can go to the reality, yeah? I mean, to the body, yeah. Not only staying in a cinema, yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted to say. That some people, you can describe them, they walking with their heads in the clouds, for instance, yeah, with their
Yeah.
head in the clouds. And I noticed that, when I get into intellectual mode, a lot of energy is gathering somewhere here, and
Mm,
my body starts being disconnected. And second thing, when I learned to play a game, a dumb average person, so to speak, yeah, and
mm,
maybe that's not the right term, but I try to kind of oh, that's a better term, village idiot. So I imagine that I'm a village idiot, one of the most stupid people around, and it's so freeing, when you're like, oh, I have nothing intelligent to say, actually. I'm
mm,
just here, and this energy, when I go into this mode, so this state, it goes down,
yeah.
and suddenly I become a real, maybe not very eloquent, but at least, or maybe that's the win, real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the true. That's the blood flow in our brains, in our heads. When we are getting angry, it's appearing in here as well, like
Yeah,
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 yeah.
and you become
And
red, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, and you're getting red, and the other stuff is like people usually when they are angry, they making a fists, yeah, like very
Mhm,
strong,
mhm, mhm,
closed.
mhm.
And why is that? Because this is your brain as well. And
Yeah,
with the with that, if the tension in your head is too strong, you're trying to find the solutions in your body. It's an automatical state, like angry kids like going like,
yeah.
no, I wish to know to go to kindergarten or whatever, yeah. All they trying to hit the floor by their feet, yeah, by the heels, like
With their
banging.
heads, sometimes
Yeah.
with their heads.
Yes, yes, sometimes it's the head. Yeah, but is that because they feeling that in the body, and they feel automatically that they can not
Mm,
improve, but share this tension with other parts of the body, yeah. And even in neuro awareness, we've done something like brainstorm in your body, that you think you have some thinking process, you're
mhm.
trying to send part of the thinking process to your left and or right fist or
Okay,
hand,
okay.
then to the left, then to the left foot, then to the right foot. So it's like like a Christmas tree, we
A
can say.
circuit.
Yeah,
Can
like
you do something like this? Too many thoughts? I send them here and I do something like that.
like with this elf,
Shake
yeah.
it off, shake it
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Ah, yeah, the elf, okay.
yeah. With the pain elf. And it appears that you're getting the let's say the lightness inside, or
Hmm.
some it's not so strong, the thoughts are not so strong, you have some different ideas, you have some flow inside. And that's coming from the connecting with the body, because when we cut off the connection from the head to the to
Hmm.
the to the body, usually it can it can finish even as a stroke, yeah, like when people getting they're really angry and the blood flow is
Hmm.
too strong, and
Okay.
they in some age, and they have some
Too much
problems.
pressure, too much.
Yeah, the problems with the veins, or problem not veins, but the arteria
Mhm.
in the brain. You will get stroke, yeah. And it appears in the world, and it will probably always will appear, because we are disconnected with our body. We are not we are not practicing our bodies. So
Yeah, so the I have maybe one last thought that do you know Ken Robinson? It's he used to be an educator, and
okay.
also he advised, I think, the royal family, I mean the Queen, etc. In the UK. He advised regarding education, but it's it's not that important. But he said that, we go through the schooling process, and the pinnacle of that process is academia. So if you are a professor at a university, you are a very important person.
Mm,
And this person uses their head as uses the body as a transport for their head, so as a
mm,
vehicle just for the head. And he used this kind of anecdote that if you want to see the results of it, just go to a discotheque, after
yeah,
a academic conference, and look
yeah,
at those guys dancing. Yeah, they are
yeah.
totally kind of like disconnected.
Oh,
So just the head is glorified. Head is the center of everything. Yeah,
yeah.
in the academic world, and especially the left side of the brain. If we kind of, I don't know how scientific it is, but the left brain, I mean logical brain, linear
Mm,
brain,
yeah.
sequential brain.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And this disconnection appears as a, as problems with the hips, problems with the arms, problem with the inner, let's say, um, inner intestines, for example, liver and stuff like that. Yeah, because coming to the dying and life, if the life is only in here in your, let's
Mm,
say, a state of brain thoughts, and all you generate around you is going from the brain,
mm,
uh, every part it's starting to die, really.
slowly
Yeah,
dying. Yeah.
slowly dying. So that's why you have this
Mm,
disturbance, we can say. That's why you're having these problems with the intestines, stomach, liver, because you're not asking yourself, okay, is that food all right for me? Is that food
mm-hmm.
taste for me all
No,
right?
don't
And
eat
does
it.
yeah, yeah. Is it all right for my body? Is it all right for the intestine and stuff like that? Because we are only in here. Yeah,
In
we
the
are
head.
looking, we are tasting, and okay, it should be all right. Yeah, but when you are looking and tasting
Mm,
only, it appears that you're eating the sweets. Yeah, because it looks really nice, shiny,
yeah.
and some creamy, and the sweet taste is really good. Yeah,
Yeah, I even
but
saw a kind of tagline, a slogan on a petrol station. Kieruj się smakiem. Yeah, kieruj się smakiem. So, and this when it depends, but if you are not aware of what you're eating and you let yourself be guided by your taste, then you are going straight to the grave. Yes.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but on the other hand, when you tell, okay, follow your taste, yeah, follow your
uh-huh,
taste
uh-huh.
in the outer world, like, you see some person, you have some, you're getting the, for example, connection with some person, and you're thinking, what taste she has, what taste he has. Yeah, I know
Okay.
it's a crazy
No, but
idea,
nice.
but you can feel that, okay, if I will chew the hand of this person, like, what taste it will be. It's a,
Exactly.
it's let's say good for me or not.
Is
Yeah,
it toxic
and
or
that's
not? Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's the let's say that's the improvement of the idea of taste. But if we only focus on the taste, I mean, during the eating stuff, yeah, and disconnect from the body, disconnect from the feeling in the body, we are dying. Yeah, we are trying to not die, but we are really dying. Yeah, because we if something is not appeared in our bodies, it's disappearing. Yeah, slowly. Yeah, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
like,
It's yeah,
yes,
where energy. Well, you need to feed some energy, yeah, to the other parts of.
yeah,
And I actually felt this right now. I felt, the energy going into my body. Like,
mm,
wow, it's amazing.
mm,
I realized something because I have this neck problems, and the kind of diameter in my inner spine is much.
spinal cord.
You know what I'm talking. So it's like there is some hernia, and it's twice as small. So normally it should be
Hmm.
this. Now it's this. It's
Hmm.
like cutting my head off.
Yep.
Cutting my head off
Yeah.
somewhere here. So I think it's very to the point. So I cut my body from my head. I kind of did it unconsciously, but
Yeah, it,
now,
it, it, it can go from the, let's say, two
yeah.
parts. It can go because there are too much thoughts in the brain, and we wish to cut it from the body to don't kill it,
Okay,
and
okay.
maybe from the other part, from the other, let's say, corner, the body is not all right for me, so I will cut it off. Yeah, you know what
Yeah,
I mean.
but that's an amazing realization. So I want to just emphasize that I had it just right now, live,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
just in
brilliant.
front of you, and
Yeah,
so.
and that's true, really. We have to think about that,
Mm,
because even if the lumbar spine problems, yeah, like
mhm,
lumbar spine hernia, discopathy, or whatever, we can think about that in this category. Like,
so
okay, if I don't like it, or if I'm not losing it like I should, I will cut it off.
so
Yeah,
you
and
cut off what? You cut off your legs. You cut off your
yeah,
also
the communication with it.
mhm.
Yeah,
And
and
also maybe it's related to the sexual area as well.
yeah, it can
You
be
want to
with this.
cut off this part of the body.
Yeah, I think it's connected with the tension.
Mm-hmm.
If the tension on the feet is too strong, and we are, let's say, taking too much, and even in sexual areas, even in the financial areas and stuff like that, we are the basement of our body is too strongly pushed. The
Mm-hmm.
tension in it and the pain in it is too strong, and we try to cut it off. Uh,
I
and
see.
uh, that's the one idea. The idea is that we can't see it, we can't see this tension. We are, let's say, living these legs in the darkness for 50 years, for example. Yeah, like they are robotic. Yeah,
Because they are far. They are far away.
yeah, they are too far. Well, they are too far. Where have you been all the life?
Who looks at their feet? Yeah, they are too far.
Yeah, and maybe that's why it disappeared. The other stuff, coming from the body, let's say everybody. When you get some infection, when you get some irritation, infection
Mm-hmm.
in every part of your body. I mean, for example, let's take the palm. Yeah, you get the infection in
Mm-hmm.
the palm. The antibiotics are like, from the 90, 100 years, maybe over 100 years appeared in the
Mm-hmm.
market. And it have to be some part of, let's say, system in our body that will, cut off this palm,
Mm-hmm.
so don't give it the blood flow, and don't give it the nutrient, because it is infected. So we need to cut it off, like in this area, and this part will dry, like like a branch of the tree.
Yeah,
This
we
part
talked
will,
about the tree
yeah,
metaphor.
yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
tree again. This part will dry off. I mean, dry, but I will survive. Yeah, and the body will survive. So I think the same mechanism is connected with the discopathy. It's connected with every, for example, even with the I don't know how to call it, this nerve problem, Cześć-nadgarstka,
Mm-hmm.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
radiculopathy going to the palm, yeah, by the nerve pushing, be irritated. So that's our body illness, and every illness should be taken as information, yeah, lack of information, or overstimulate of information. Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the information too much appeared, yeah, the pain is appeared, the function is over, let's say, used, and stuff like that.
Okay, I see. So just to sum it up, we can say that it's all. I mean, what I've gathered from today's conversation is it's all about identifying tensions, yes, and then trying to resolve them somehow. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah,
another
yeah,
story probably, but
yeah, it's all about to be connected with your body, and that's that's
mhm.
that's that's true. Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
cool,
Brilliant.
brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.